highlights of this bulletin. Continuing to pay attention to creating an open and favorable investment and business environment is one of contents discussed at the regular meeting of May. Cần Thơ City Student Board for the Youth Development Program organized the launch of the Summer Youth Volunteer Campaign 2023. Landslides have caused damage of more than 15,900,000,000 Vietnam dong so far this year in the entire city. Hello, and it's good to see you back here in this edition of Cần News and Top News today. Continuing to pay attention to creating an open and favorable investment and business environment, devising governance, visible and breakthrough mechanisms and policies to attract investment capital, especially non-budget investment, are contents defined to be in need of focus in June 2023 by the Standing Committee of Cần Thơ City Party Committee at a regular meeting of May taking place on May 26 morning. At the meeting, the City Party Committee reviewed the implementation of resolutions and conclusions set by the Central and City, publicized the implementation of guidelines, resolutions, and instructions from the Central and City, while enacting stabilizations, directives, programs, plans in various fields with them to concretize tasks in the whole Party Committee. The economic and social situation developed stably, major sectors maintained their growth targets and basically achieved the set plan. The Industrial Production Development Index was estimated to increase by over 11%. Total revenue from tourism was over 560 billion Vietnam dong. Budget revenue was over 6 trillion Vietnam dong, and 97 investment projects were attracted. At the meeting, delegates also heard the city's Department of Transport presenting the investment plan to upgrade and expand National Highway 91 from Kilometer 0 to Kilometer 7. Also on May 26 morning, Cần Thơ City Student Board for the Youth Development Program organized the launch of the Summer Youth Volunteer Campaign 2023. Attending the ceremony were Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Trần Việt Trường, Vice Chairman of the City People's Committee Nguyễn Thực Hiện, also Head of the Student Board, representatives of department sectors collaborations together with 1,200 youth union members.
This year's Summer Youth Volunteer Campaign themed Cần Thơ Youth Participate in Digital Transformation for a Civilized City is held with the safe, practical, effective motto, with one program and 4 key activities such as exam, relay program, Summer Volunteer Youth Campaign, Green Summer Campaign, Red Phoenix Operation, and Green March Campaign. Specifically, via the campaign, 10 civilized streets, at least 15 affectionate houses, humane houses, and red scarf houses will be built. 380 ideas will be realized, and support for improving digital competence will be offered. At the event, Cần Thơ City Youth Union received symbolic balls of equipment and money from organizations and businesses supporting the implementation of works and tasks during the summer. On this occasion, the city's youth made public 12 specialized teams, including free medical examination and medicine, Green March, Red Phoenix, Green Summer, Pink Holiday, Exam Season Relay, and Digital Transformation.
On May 25th morning, a working group under Student Board 743 of Cần Thơ City Party Committee convened a meeting to review the implementation of investment projects on infrastructure construction of state-funded resettlement areas in the city. Speaking at the meeting, Standing Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Thực Hiện, Deputy Head of the working group, remarked that the report on the investment and construction of residential zones in the city until 2025 is not accurate. He requested the districts make a report again and send it to the Natural Resources and Environment Department to be generalized in the next 10 days and tackle problems as a task. From opinions proposed by some localities, the Standing Vice Chairman assigned districts and relevant units to accelerate the investment construction of resettlement zones, disperse public-owned capital sources for 2023, and the Natural Resources and Environment Department to adjust resettlement support policy to submit to the City People's Committee for approval. According to Cần Thơ City Steering Board for Civil Defense, the Director Control and Search and Rescue, landslides have caused damage of more than 15,900,000,000 Vietnam đồng so far this year in the city.
There have been 16 serious landslides in districts of Cái Răng, Bình Thủy, Ô Môn, Thốt Nốt, Thới Lai, Phong Điền, and Bến Thành. Districts are now organizing surveys on riverbanks and canals in preparation for the upcoming rain and storm season. People living in areas at risk of landslides should be promptly supply information to local authorities and proactively relocate to safe place.
Cần Thơ City's Industry and Trade Department has organized a working session with goods distribution unit, the system of supermarkets and convenience stores in the city, on the business trade service situations in the first months of this year. According to businesses and supermarkets and the chain of convenience stores in Cần Thơ City, revenue and sales decreased by 5 to 10% depending on category, but the strongest decrease was in fabrics, household appliances, and fresh food. These units suggest that the city and competent sectors offer support for demand stimulus, consider land rental, tax exemption and reduction incentives, especially introduce and connect with units with local products, agricultural products that fully ensure food safety and hygiene standards. Following is some good news about export situation of our country. 47 more planting areas and 18 export durian packaging units have met requirements and been credit cards by the Chinese General Administration of Customs.
Currently, the Plant Protection Sub-Department is working with the Chinese General Administration of Customs to agree on the next online inspection schedule for about 400 growing areas and 60 durian packaging facilities. After agreeing on the schedule and inspection contents, the department will notify localities to actively prepare and organize coordination as planned. Right after Vietnamese durians have been officially exported to China in July 2022, durian export turnover hit $190 million in 2022. Vietnam's durian market share is expected to be expanded in 2023 and in the following years.
More than 2,000 tons of early ripe fresh lychees of this year's lychee crop have been comfortably cleared for export to China through Lào Cai border gate. This quantity belongs to the growing areas of Bắc Giang and Hải Dương provinces. After being harvested, the lychees were refrigerated in foam containers and transported to northern border gates to be exported to the Chinese market. Since the beginning of this ripe lychee season this year, around 2,000 early ripe fresh lychees have been cleared for export to China. VMT Media and Vietnam National Assembly Television has reached an agreement to broadcast matches of the FIFA Women's World Cup 2023. This means that Vietnamese fans will be able to watch live matches of the Women's World Cup 2023, the tournament featuring the Vietnamese team.
FIFA Women's World Cup 2023 will take place from July 20th to August 20th in Australia and New Zealand. This is the first time in history the Vietnamese women's football team has qualified to participate in the most prestigious tournament on the planet along with 31 teams around the world. The Vietnamese women's team is one of 6 representatives of Asia together with China, Japan, South Korea, the Philippines, and Australia participating in the tournament.
Now we continue with the updated weather forecast. The updated weather forecast also wrapped up this edition of Continues. If you want to watch again in its bulletin, please log on to our website, convened.vn. And now thanks for being with us. Goodbye and see you next time.